Okay, this is the video review for Transformers G1 ERECTOR. This is one of the few G1 figures I own, so I figured it would be a good way to be debuting my reviewing on YouTube of Transformers. This is one of the MicroMasters from from I believe it was 1989. I just got it for my birthday from a little local antique toy store. It turns into this nice crane truck. The MicroMaster himself is just this guy right here, Erector, and he comes with this trailer that has this crane attachment on it. In terms of his functionality in this mode, he rolls. If you notice, his front wheels don't really make contact with the ground, and they're kind of tight compared to the back wheels and all of the ones on the trailer, so that doesn't super work, but it's an old toy, so who cares? No one really cares about what this toy is anyway, just what it's named, because it's hilarious. The crane arm can rotate around, and the crane can hinge in a little bit. For his battle mode, there's also a gun here, so you could have that be in this mode as well. And then just due to the way that he attaches to the crane, he actually does get a little bit of rotation here for rolling around corners and such. God, isn't that a great noise? So to transform him, you just disconnect him from the trailer. He's actually pretty easy to transform himself. It's just flip and flip. And there you have Erector in robot mode. And then the rest of it becomes a little battle base for him to interact with. So you take this crane, you put it back like that, you put it there, and then you can rotate it around. These side panels go open. Sorry. Then you can pull down these little feet for the side panels to rest on, and then these little lights, I guess they're supposed to be. I'm not entirely sure, but they're just little details that swing up. And then this section in the middle swings up, and then this section, which is like really tight, and you can see, like, since I got it, it's kind of grinding down the hinge a little bit there, which is, I guess, okay, because I'd rather it be able to transform than not. But first time I did it, this was terrifying because it's so tight, and it's an old toy. But this section kind of comes up, and then he's got his little gun there with little handles that he can't hold, because that's not how his hands work. And then he can interact with this in a couple different ways. There's a little slot right there that matches a divot in his feet, and you can plug into it like that and kind of bring his arms up to hold it, which, there you go, articulation, that's about all he can do. His head can't turn, he can kind of move like this, so that doesn't help. His arms can rotate, and his knees can only bend this way, which is not the way knees bend. And he, in fact, even though it could have bent the other way, he's got a little stopper in there that prevents it from doing that. Good design. I love it. But the reason they can bend this way is because he's got a little hitch here, which is, you know, the same port as the trailer hitch over here, so he can sit down and man his little station. But he's not really sitting down, he's bent forward at the knees, which is pretty amazing, honestly. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This part also comes off for some reason. Wait a minute. Does that? So that's a thing apparently you can also do with this toy, is that gun fits into the trailer hitch, so you could just forego this whole section and just have me. Oh god, why doesn't anyone else talk about this toy? It's incredible. A lot of really strange things happened in late G1, and this toy is really indicative of it. So if you can find him, he's a really fun little toy. The G1 MicroMasters are nice because they even kind of fit in with the current ones, because, like, really, you know, it's not like these guys are much more articulate just because they've got ball joints. Like, It's about the same size, and sure, he can swing his arms out, but this guy can barely move his legs forward and can barely move his legs or his arms forward either, just because of how the ball joint is shaped. So, really, this guy's not that much far off, and like the Armada mini-cons are basically pretty simple like this too. So, I feel like even though it's a G1 toy, it could fit in with some of your other mini-cons and Micromasters and stuff like that. So, anyway, that's G1 Erector. Welcome to the channel.